Welcome to A Direction Forward, Season 2, Episode 13. And what I'm going to talk about in this episode is senior dating. Uh, Pros and cons, what can you do if you're a senior, like I'm a senior? Can you find romance as a senior? So a recent AARP, not that I subscribe to AARP, but summed it up like freedom rocks, but loneliness is a downer. And that's an amen about that. So they claim about 45% of Americans, 65 and over, are either widowed, separated, or divorced. So if you're one of these single seniors, you can probably relate. I know I can. So we all know that loneliness, of course, is not healthy and it can lead to depression and, of course, other health issues and problems. So, what exactly do you do, if you're looking for more than just friendship? And maybe it's been a while since you've been on the dating scene, or perhaps you've retired to somewhere beautiful and warm, but now you don't know a living soul. Of course, that's me. I've retired to someplace beautiful and friggin' warm, more than warm, like hot. And I knew, it's not that I didn't know friggin' soul, but I knew a couple of people. So don't worry. It is possible to find romance as a senior. One way that they suggest, and I have never been successful in this one, but they do say to go online. And online dating is not just for young people. It's also, they have a lot of sites that are for 50 and over. But it's really hard to invest in, somebody on an online dating site. They claim they're so and so, they claim they're living so and so, and a lot of times, I hate to say it, but they're not who they say they are. So I am not a online person for dating advocate. I know there's been people that have found people on online dating places, but I'm not one of those. And if you do go online and try to look for someone, make sure that you take all sorts of precautions. In other words, meet them in a public place. Make sure you contact a friend or relative, let them know that you are going to this place, that you're meeting so and so. I've even gone as far as asking them to send me a copy of their driver's license. But that's just me. I'm maybe a little bit more cautious than some other people. And then you want to never, ever invite them to your home or invite them to your home to pick you up. And then go, pay the $1.95 or $3 or whatever the heck it is, and go on a couple of sites, been verified, that type of thing, just to double check and see if they are who they are. It's just for your own precaution, people. The one way that I have been successful is with a matchmaker. I used a matchmaker when I lived in California. And it was so funny because I'll never forget this conversation with her. And she was just like, Audrey, she's like, give me your laundry list. And so, of course, I did. And it was luckily only 1 page long or less. But anyway, she looked at it and she says, I don't know what to tell you, but she says, I really think that you're going to have a really hard time on finding someone. And I said, no, I'm not. I know I'm going to find someone, and I know it's going to be, they might not tick all the boxes that I've presented, but I said they're going to tick quite a few of them. And sure enough, it was kind of amazing that after I signed up with her, that she did have someone that Lord, lived, within 3 miles of me. I couldn't believe it. Was an absolutely wonderful person, financially secure, had a beautiful home. We dated for a while, and then of course COVID hit. But we got along really good, and in fact, we're still friends now. So I do feel that a matchmaker might be a little bit a better place to go, especially when you're a senior. Of course, you're going to pay for it, but you pay for what you get. I hate to say it, but you really do. And I've never had a problem, using a matchmaker. I've used a matchmaker where I'm at now, and I am meeting some very interesting and very nice men. So it is a possibility, and it is something that I think that everyone should probably look forward to or try to. If you want to invest in a serious relationship, I think that to me is the way to go. So take a class. Another way is, I've always told people, and when they ask me, how can I meet someone? What can I do? Well, first of all, you don't want to meet someone in a bar. That's a big no no. So meet someone. I always tell people, take a class or do something that you're interested in, something that you're like I'm interested in pottery. I'm interested in woodworking, interested in dancing, that type of thing. So take classes that you're interested in, because then you're going to find like-minded people, and hopefully, a like-minded male or female that one thing that they're interested in, at least one of the things that you're doing. So you have something to talk about. Join a club or an organization. That's a way that I've always met people and gotten involved in the community wherever I've lived at. So I belong to a political organization and I get involved with that. And the one thing that I like about it is it's like minded people. So I know I'm not going to be in trouble or, have someone say something to me if I speak my mind on a certain topic. And so I kind of, enjoy going to my political organization and being able to meet with people and talk about things that are important to me. Another way is to volunteer. Of course, helping out is always a good cause, whether it's a, homeless shelter or an animal shelter or a pet adoption event or wrapping presents for the holiday season. You can help meet people that care about the same things as you do. Again, it goes on with the organization or club or, doing something, taking a class. So, maybe you want to volunteer, and that makes a difference in your community at the same time. Ask your friends or even your children. Meeting someone through a mutual friend never goes out of style. I mean, that's old school, way old school. And maybe your kids have friends with single parents who are also looking for someone to go out with, or maybe you can start with a double date. Keep on the lookout when taking care of the grandkids too. You never know. You might meet another single grandparent at the ballpark or the playground or the soccer field. Um, and, also when you do go out on a date, be honest. Your relationship goals are probably not what they were 40 years ago. I know mine aren't, so I would assume that neither are yours. Um, are you looking for someone just to have fun with, to go out dancing? Or are you looking for marriage or a long term relationship? Make sure you find someone with comparable goals. Life's too short to play games. So, I always let people know, right, or a guy right away know that I'm definitely not looking for marriage. That is just off the table for me. I have no intention, no absolute, to get married again. So I don't know. Again, that's just me. And hopefully, you might have a different. You might want to have someone to get married, or you might want someone just for a companionship. And that's basically what I'm looking for, someone to have for companionship. And of course, that's one of the most natural things in life is companionship. Someone to share, your life's events with, or maybe just dinner on a Friday night. While dating at an older age can seem daunting, all it really takes is motivation and some helpful tips, to put you out there. Many singles and senior singles find that dating at an older age is more fun and there's less pressure. Can you imagine that compared to dating in your younger years? There aren't nearly as many expectations, and older adults typically have a better idea of really what they want out of a relationship. And I know that that's an amen for me. And of course, there's many advantages to dating at an older age. Seniors, of course, have a wealth of knowledge and of course about themselves, the world, and what they're looking for and need in a companion. These simple concepts are the forefront for many older adults' minds when pursuing a romantic interest. Looking for love in a new community, check out retirement communities for single seniors. I know where I'm at right now, I think it's like 250 women to one man, or it could be even more or less. But I mean, it's unbelievable, the amount of single women versus the amount of single men. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest that you come where I'm at if you're a woman, because the men are slim pickings. um, Additionally, with seniors dating, individuals no longer have to worry about a mortgage or family obligations, and they might have more disposable income that they didn't have when they were younger. So it's time to indulge in things that they really didn't have time as a younger person, like traveling, sharing fun experiences, and just having a good time. Dating at an older age, of course, comes with many fun and affordable things to do, such as, of course, you've got our senior discounts, and me being part Scottish, it's always look for my senior discount. I hate to say it, but I do. And they're typically associated with museums, tours, restaurants, tickets for entertainment, transit passes, and a whole bunch more. You can check in your local library and see what they might have available, to go to a local museum, or like a observatory or something to that about. Um, Going back onto the dating scene, of course, has its benefits. But of course, it's always important to be prepared and mentally equipped before putting yourself out there. Getting back into the game, of course, you need to have the right mindset. Before you get into the dating game, it's important to consider your deal breakers. Know what you want and set your expectations. Again, it's called, setting your boundaries. And keep objectives in mind before getting involved with somebody, a potential romantic partner. Know what you want and be honest about it. It's not, I mean, it's okay, to say, I want X, Y, and Z. And that person also might want X, Y, and Z, or they might want, ABC. Who knows? But before you start dating, consider what you're looking for. Are you seeking someone for a serious relationship, or you just want to enjoy a casual, some casual dates? Um, Answer these questions with yourself honestly, and clarify your motives for dating and choosing a better suited partner. It's okay. Transparency is key to a healthy dating outlook. And being honest with your potential partner allows him to see where you stand. For example, don't make a promise you cannot keep. If you aren't feeling the spark, just say so. I mean, it's okay. If you thought, they were going to be someone that you really wanted to get connected with, and then you find out, a couple of dates in, that it's not, let that person know. Be the bigger person, put on those, I call my big girl pants, and just, tell the person, hey, I thought, we had a great time, but I'm just not interested, or I've got other commitments, whatever the case may be. But let that person know. Don't keep them hanging, and don't ghost them. That's, you're an adult now, you're a senior adult. It's not worth it. If you aren't looking for anything serious, that's okay. Just be open about how you're feeling. This keeps both of you on the same page. There's no guessing. Take time to heal. Many older adults, it's kind of difficult for them to get back into the dating scene, and it's due to the excitement of new beginnings. A lot of people are shy. You might be reeling from the loss of a partner or a divorce. And if you don't take the proper time to heal, a new dating venture may not pan out to be positive and long lasting. So, according to the US Census Bureau, folks over the age of 75 who have been married, 58% of women and 28% of men have experienced a spouse's death, making this stage of life very difficult for seniors. So be open to new experiences. While it's crucial to set boundaries, getting outside of your comfort zone, of course, is always constructive and healthy way to benefit you when dating. Be open to meeting folks in town, sharing things about yourself, and getting to know other people. While first dates are awkward, and I mean, I'm going to tell you, first dates are very awkward. I've gone on several first dates, and some of them are a one and done. They can also serve as a learning experience, so you're better prepared for the next time. And I've met some wonderful men on my first dates and had some very, very interesting conversations, but they just, for whatever reason, just didn't. Meet my criteria or meet what I was really looking for. Make health a priority. As we age, changes in health can interfere with certain aspects of romance, such as intimacy. And as our bodies age, health conditions such as dementia, heart disease, depression, and diabetes can, just to name a few, not even going on to like knees, hips, all that other good stuff, heart, can cause physical problems, stress, and worry, which can, of course, get in the way of intimacy. So be sure to speak with your doctor or, a health professional and keep your health at the forefront. And also for women, if you're thinking about, getting involved with someone, make sure you check with your doctor and make sure that everything's okay down there. You don't want to have something, be involved with someone and then find out that, something's going on, and especially men too. Set your boundaries. Boundaries are the key to dating. According to internationally acclaimed strategists, um, rather than being concerned with what others are thinking or how other people are aging, focus on what you feel comfortable with. Do not be afraid to make your own rules. Okay. For example, if you don't kiss on the first date, don't worry about what others have to say. And alternately, if you're watching your cholesterol to maintain a healthy heart, suggest other dating ideas besides going out to eat at a restaurant. No matter what the rule, no matter what your boundaries are, you are always worth it. So don't settle for someone who does not respect your boundaries or your wishes. Some places to meet other singles are dating sites. Of course, I talked about that, and of course, being with people that have like minds or classes, that type of thing. According to a study published in the Journal of Geriology, seniors, even those in their 80s, reported that staying connected to family and friends via social media made them feel happier and less isolated. This study also concluded that those who use social media to stay in touch demonstrated higher executive reasoning skills, which can be significantly improve cognitive function. So, the internet isn't, of course, the only place to meet, people, but don't forget, like I talked about before, friends and family, mutual hobbies, online dating services, matchmaker. Again, I'm not one, for online dating, like I said, but I am one for a matchmaker. And I think, whichever way you go, here's some dating etiquette. Be authentic. Just because you're dating online doesn't mean that you need to hide behind a screen and pretend to be someone you aren't. Be yourself, be authentic, and show up for yourself. Communicate. Online dating starts with electronic messaging, texting, emailing. So be sure to communicate your intentions and feelings clearly to avoid anything becoming lost in translation. Saying what you mean and meaning what you say is paramount. I am not a big um, texting person, especially when you're starting to, meet someone. But I do understand that some people have hearing problems, and texting, of course, is the better way to do it because they can't hear you. And I understand that. So be upfront and let the other person know, hey, I've got some hearing problems. So if you don't mind if we text. And of course, that person, if they understand you, they'll be okay with that. Be resilient. Some first dates or online conversations might not be the best, but don't throw in the towel right away. Like anything else in life, it takes serious effort to find the right person. So be sure to invest the time and energy into the people that are you're connecting with and get the most so you can get the most out of your dating experience. So be prepared and have fun. After connecting for a while online, it's time to meet face to face. Put on something that makes you feel your best. Don't carry the weight of high expectations, then allow yourself to have a great time. Smile. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people, and you can tell that they're on their first date and they're just sitting there and they're not smiling at each other. So, some online dating tips: make sure you select the right platform. I always suggest meeting in, a local restaurant. You drive there. I wouldn't have them come and pick me up, not for the first date. Choose some great photos and set up a great profile, and start dating. Meet for coffee, go for a walk, book a wine tasting visit, go dancing. I love dancing. Or double up and do a double date. Stay local, play tourist for a day. Get crafty, have a game night, go to a comedy show, take a road trip. So there's all sorts of things that you can do. And, again, be yourself. One of the do not do's is never reveal your financial information or give money away. Be wary of excuses to avoid video chats or a meetup. And don't fall too hard too fast. Oh my goodness, really. Maintain communication on your dating, before moving to your personal number or email. Research, some dating apps to choose the best. Like I said, I'm not a dating app person. Be sure to meet in public places. Always tell a family, friend, or member where you're going, as well as the name and information. Like I said before, I always ask for a driver's license, and always trust your gut and intuition. That's an amen. Okay. So thanks for listening to A Direction Forward, talking about senior dating, senior things. And hopefully, some of this will work for you. If you have any questions for me, feel free to contact me at a direction forward at yahoo.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.